Alright, so some of you are having problems with understanding how to do the scientific method part of the homework on the back side with the independent and dependent variables. So what I want to do is just go through and help you guys out in understanding how to do some of these. So number one, it says, what is the effect of dense plant population on the environment? So whenever you're looking at this, every question has two parts. Easiest thing to do is go through, identify the two parts, and ask yourself, which one are we actually measuring? And which one are we changing? The one that you change is independent. This is what you change. The one that is being measured is the dependent. So in number one, we are changing the population, so that's independent, and we are measuring how it affects the environment. So you have of dense plant population and then on the environment for your two parts. So let's look at number two. Does the amount of sunlight affect the growth of plants? So the two parts here are amount of sunlight and growth on plants. So you have to ask yourself, which one are you actually measuring for the experiment? We're measuring the growth. Since that's the one that we're measuring, that's the one that I would circle and put a D up above it for the dependent variable. Now the one that you are changing yourself is the sunlight. So that is the independent variable. One more just to make sure you understand. Number three, why does adding salt to water affect the temperature water boils at? So there's two parts. Adding salt to water, temperature water boils. So we are actually testing and measuring the temperature. This is what we're measuring. So that is our dependent variable. We are seeing if we add a lot of salt to water, does it actually increase or decrease the temperature? So the amount of salt in the water is what we are changing ourselves, so that is your independent variable. So now the only other thing that you have here is the bottom part, which is dealing with writing situations at school and labeling the independent and dependent variables. So these you can do things like, does studying every night affect test scores? Studying every night would be what you actually change. And the test scores is what it's affecting, so that's what we would measure. Alright guys, I hope this helps.